So the first thing I'm going to take is this Makeup Forever Radiant Primer. I believe this is the lightest color they have. I hope they still have these. I will link everything in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. And I'm just going to put that on my forehead and then basically kind of like my T-zone. And this whole video is going to be a complete voiceover because by my house they're doing crazy fireworks and it just sounds like a war zone. Before I added foundation, I took a little bit of the Gellar illuminating drops and I added them to my cheekbones. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I haven't used this one in a really long time and I'm using it on the Makeup Forever, I think it's 112 brush. It's one of my favorite brushes now. It's all I've been using since I got it. And then for concealer, I'm going to take Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer, and I'm going to put it in the usual places, just on my forehead and under my eyes. I don't put it on my chin anymore because my chin was really breaking out a lot when I was putting concealer down there, so I just stopped doing that altogether. And then the brush that I'm going to be using is from Tarte. I always link it in the description box, so if you guys want to check that out. I will be trying to add this to my Instagram for an Instagram like IGTV thing. Try to cut it down, all this work, cut it down for like a minute video. So I will try to put that up there too. And then after I have that all blended out, I'm going to use, this is a Tarte sponge. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder to set my under eyes. I'm basically only setting my under eyes and also my smile lines. So the palette that I'm going to be using today is a new palette, the Stupid Love palette. I'm pretty impressed with it. I really like the colors in it. So the first color that I'm going to be taking is the color Enemy. Of course, you guys know I love this color. I'm just going to be taking that as my transition shade. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to go hard with this color, so I first started out by trying it out, and it is pretty pigmented. So then I just went in really lightly and blended it all out. The second color that I'm going to take is the color Stupid Love, and I'm just going to take that into my crease with a Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm taking it into my crease and then making sure the top half is blended out, and just until I get the intensity that I wanted, not really caring how the bottom looks because I'm going to clean it up with concealer anyways. And then I'm going to take a concealer and I'm just going to cut that crease and try to make sure it's very sharp. I'm not going all the way till the end of my eye. I'm just kind of taking it pretty much all the way, but not connecting it to the outer end of my eye, and then just filling that in. And then the next color I'm going to take is Enigma, which is the baby blue color. I'm going to put that all over the concealer that I just applied. And this color, it is really pigmented, but I did have to pack it on a lot to get the intensity that I wanted. And then at the outer corner, I went in with the crease color that I used and just blended those two colors in, and I only added it to the outer corner. And then I also added that same color to my lower lash line as well and just blended that out down there. And then for my waterline, I added this Makeup Forever pencil, which is like a brownish gray. At first I added black on the other one, but I felt like it was too dark, so I added this. And then the liner that I'm taking is from the Balm. And again, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to add a liner, so I just did it really thin. And then the lashes that I'm using are the new style from the Lash Bar LA, which is the style Sweetheart. Really like these ones, and they are super comfortable to wear. And then to warm up my face, I'm going to take this Makeup Geek bronzer, which I believe you can get at Target now. Again, I will link and list everything in the description box. I believe it's the one in Fair. I'm just going to warm up my face with this. And this brush that I'm using, I think it is, I say I think a lot, I know. But this is a Zoeva brush. I'm not sure on the number. And then I'm going to take that same bronzer and I'm going to just kind of contour my nose a little bit. I'm using a Dose of Colors brush to do this. And then I'm going to take a makeup wedge sponge thingy and I am going to clean up under my bronzer with my setting powder. Actually, it's the regular setting powder, not the Secret Brightening Powder. I also put it on my nose just to kind of like smash it in a little bit. The blush that I'm using is from Ciate London. Really like this one. I feel like it goes with pretty much any look. And it's not too intense. And then for highlighter, I haven't really been liking a lot on my cheeks, but I do put it on my nose. I'm going to use the that's not Dose of Colors, the Benefit Cookie highlighter. Really like this highlighter. I believe they sell it in a single now as well. Really, really like this one. It's pretty intense too if you wanted it to be, but it can be toned down too. Then I'm just going to brush off any of that setting powder. And then for lipstick, I'm going to take a Dose of Colors. I believe this is Heartbreaker. No, this is not. This is Cork. I think it's Cork. I will double check the name and list it in the description box below.